their actions, or rather the lack thereof, a blatant violation of policy, law, and their sworn duty to protect those in their custody, it's almost as if they turned a blind eye to the brewing storm. The CDCR was fully aware of the explosive mix they were creating, the rivalries, the animosities, the bad blood that ran deep between these gangs. They knew it all. Yet, they chose to stir the pot further, ignoring the ticking time bomb they were sitting on. And it wasn't just about the imminent violence. This forced integration seemed to have a darker undercurrent. It appeared to be a retaliation against the four main prison gangs: the Mexican Mafia, Black Guerrilla Family, Nuestra Familia, and Aryan Brotherhood, who had recently emerged victorious from a lawsuit against the state, resulting in their release from the security housing unit. The stakes were high, the situation dire. Numerous Fresno bulldogs were on the brink of serious bodily harm, even death, as a result of the impending melee. Many inmates, already serving time, were about to receive additional sentences for their participation in a riot that was almost orchestrated by the very people who claimed to be rehabilitating them. And thus, as the clock struck 4:05 p.m., the fuse was lit. The forced integration was more than just a violation, it was a retaliation. A retaliatory act that roots itself in a recent legal triumph. Four formidable prison gangs, the Mexican Mafia, Black Guerrilla Family, Nuestra Familia, and the Aryan Brotherhood, emerged victorious against the state, winning their release from the security housing unit. This victory didn't sit well with the California Department of Corrections and Rehabilitation. As a response, it seems, they opted for a new strategy that would prove to be deadly. They forced the integration of the outnumbered Fresno bulldogs with their rivals, the Sureno and Norteño inmates. This was not just an administrative reshuffle. It was a calculated move, a retaliation that served a bitter dish of consequence to these victors. The implications of this retaliation are far-reaching and deeply troubling. It raises questions about the integrity and responsibility of the CDCR. Is it their role to serve justice or to manipulate circumstances that lead to violence and bloodshed? Is it their duty to protect those within their custody or to use them as pawns in a twisted game of power and revenge? In the wake of this forced integration, the CDCR stood